A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Wishing he had a... Again, that's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Running left, it's Barkley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Second and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Herbert. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Here's Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after try forthcoming. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
That's the score. Vikings 7, 49ers nothing.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Stroud to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. CD Way, sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
York to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll get it up just past the 20. As his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now he's going to step up and run. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. And the 49ers first down.
Stroud out of the gun here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Here goes Stroud again. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Open man here, the tight end Henry. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Here's Stroud. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. A shotgun snap to Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kevontae Turpin, an 11-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
Makes the score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Herbert now. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Man, and he hits him in stride. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. Down at the 25.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
25-yard line.
5-9.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Run. Set. Ball.
Play action. It's Herbert. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Saquon Barkley. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7.
Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
20 more yards. That's another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 22.
Now Stroud. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Off the option, that's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Play action. Here's Stroud. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Touchdown! Joe Mixon, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are back within a score. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
49ers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49ers 26-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Pass complete right side to Bowers.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Brock Bowers, 25 yards for the touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Vikings 28, 49ers 14. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Stroud looking to throw. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the 49er.
Stroud working out of the gun. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Again, it's Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
A loss of 3 yards.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Will try and do this himself.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Stroud. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Throwing now is Stroud. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
11.
Stroud to throw it. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Calvin Ridley from 13 yards out. And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now it's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
out of the gun, Herbert.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
No gain on the play.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Herbert. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Here's Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
During the week, the special teams coach puts together a game plan that he presents to the head coach. And in every game plan, there's one big play that he points to the head coach and says, listen, when we need it, we can go to it. I think they did exactly that on that one.
Stroud. And that is incomplete. On the coverage, a little too good there, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
2nd and 10. Play action. Stroud now. This goes out wide from Nixon.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game.
There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Cade York to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And Stroud now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple.
All right. 19. That's it. South. Hey, no. 19 Texas. Hey, one more.
The tight end Henry here in motion. Now Stroud. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
Back to throw. Stroud finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Down to the 22-yard line. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
18. That's it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Mike Green able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
4th down, Stroud going to try to throw for it.
He'll try to do it himself. Going to throw right side here, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll run wide side here with Barkley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
65 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 24.
45. 49ers 21. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll look to throw now on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Stroud. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Intercepted. The Vikings.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he stopped immediately there. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert now. First mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
118. Look at hot, look at hot. Why, Tony?
Stroud looking to throw. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And it'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
18. That's it.
Operating from the gun, Stroud. They'll get it inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches.
Second and inches at the 16-yard.
Stroud will look to throw once more. And he's got it. Touchdown 49ers. Hunter Henry. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Vikings 45, 49ers 27.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
75 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They're throwing it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Saquon Barkley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Vikings 52, 49ers 27. Cade York to kick off.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catches. He's dropped at the 42.
And the 49ers first down.
Back to throw now on first down. To Mixon on the check down. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Dumps it off to Mixon. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Stroud to throw it. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded. And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 4 yards out. And the 49ers get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. And that's why you had your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
At the 44-yard line.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that.